The thesis topic I have undertaken is Humanizing Healthcare Center, a geriatric palliative comfort care center in the city of Varkala, North Airol. This project is a shelter and respite for old age persons who have survived cancer. It is an environment with the concept of caring and support the survived people and bring back the normal life and all come along with the family members. This project emphasizes palliative care rather than curative treatment and mainly focused in understanding the importance of architecture's healing aspect in patients' care and describe how architecture can become a life enhancing aspect in a cancer survived patient's every life. Winston Churchill once said, "We shape our buildings and later they shape us." The aim of my project is to design a rehabilitation center for people who survived cancer. The main four objectives of the research is to propose a model cancer rehabilitation center design to help restore patients to their roles within the family and community. Then the second one is to study on how to recover all the people mentally and physically. And third one is the emphasis on designing using natural friendly atmosphere. And the final and last one is to design space deals with the emotional, social, physical and spiritual impact of the patients and the family and their friends. Cancer is second largest disease in India, and Kerala has the highest incidence rate of cancer at 135.3 incidents for every 1 lakh inhabitants per year. As a part of the research, I have conducted an interview with Dr. Bila Sara Matthew and Dr. K. Chandramohan, surgical oncologist, RCC Trivandrum. The record basis why cancer rate is high in Kerala because of the Kerala population eat more meat and also alcohol is another major factor. But the death rate of both sexes due to cancer was lowest in Kerala and also survival rate 32% increase has the well established cancer center occurred. And the age group analysis study showed that above 48 age group people are more affected in Kerala. And also the Kerala has the only state that provide palliative care center in all districts through government and NGO participate. But there is no proper space and accommodation to solve the problems of surviving patients. And there is a need to understand the journey of geriatric cancer patients, and that is why I have done the study part. And also I have to study the components of palliative care, which type of designing for aged people. There are certain aspects that we had done to look up on the includes the aged people's need, comfort, improved well-being and positive mood, opportunity to engage the follow on activities, and also include the healing architecture aspects and environment factors to help the patients more comfort. The site selection part, I'm finally choosing the district of Trivandrum in the city of Varkala near Airul, Elakaman Panchayat area because of the medical migration of cancer treatment occurred widely in Trivandrum region. RCC Trivandrum registered 50,000 cases in 2015 because of the free treatment for 50% and subsidized rates for 25% of its patients and always best treatment facilities. Near sick people also migrate for the past. And Kollam Karunagapalli area is next number of cases registered because of the area is known for high background radiation. That's why I'm choosing the site near Assisi and Kollam. And also, Varkala is a low density residence area and always tourist attractive spot. So the patients always get chance to interact with the tourists and the beautiful surrounding nature. The site is situated near Global Ayurvedic Village proposed area and Ayur Church near plot. The direct access from the road near SH64 road to the plot next to the Ayur Church compound. This red color region in the site boundary is a proposed 23-acre site for my thesis topic area. Here is the Ayur Church on the west side of the site with direct access from the 6-meter wide Ayur Church Road and a service road always provide west side boundary. So they have two major entry access roads into the site. The northeast side locating low commercial and residential mixed area and the south edge connecting to the Kadankulam Kayal and the thick vegetation surrounding the site and always the visual connecting to the north side road to the lake is the major observations. Moving onto the site, the existing thick vegetation to the highest levels of the site is providing more privacy to the site. The site is oriented linearly northeast and southwest direction, giving possibility to play with sun directions and the site keeping down to the lake side. Road level minus 60-meter under the lowest side lake occurred. 2-meter height difference contours levels to the site. And the main issue was facing into the site, the center valley position. So the design part, this natural valley part must maintain and to the connecting to the site, that was the major challenge to the site. And always provide visible view and vegetation filled site with sound of birds and kyle view give a serene environment. and also its CRZ2 region and flood occurred area. So provide building above levels and make use sustainable construction techniques. In order to acquire more knowledge regarding a hospice, I have studied four different case studies. The first three literature case studies are day centers, which include Maggie's Cancer Care Center at Glasgow by architect Ram Fulas. Well, instead of creating in-situ room, is a building is designed as a sequence of interlock L-shaped figure. The second one is Maggie's Cancer Caring Center at Dundee by architect Franco Riri, when his signature from development. The third one is the Maggie's Cancer Caring Center at Fife by architect Zaha Hadid, which stands overlooking a hollow landscape with direct vision access from the entry itself to the landscape. The main reason why I have studied these three case studies is only because of an idea that came into my mind. These cases have a form and landscape connectivity, both in space and human interaction. The next live case study is residential type and also day center type. Architect Sanjay Mohe, Bangalore Karunashree Hospital. He oriented all the walls towards the east to everyone will have a rising sun experience to bring more positivity into the life. Activity focused around the water body and the walls are designed with nurses having direct viewed access to their patient's ward. But there was an issue related by the staff can't stay longer at the nurses station because of the smell of toilet placed near the station. So I have compared various aspects of the case studies I did and have come to conclusion on how and how not a aged people's caring center should be. Then I charted out the area programming from case studies and standards. I have prepared some important notes to the taken area of which design the spaces as well. The design build-up began from the site and site boundaries. The ultimate thought process was to connect the aged people and their family and other inhabitants to the existing unbuilt character on site. Through coming to my site analysis, the shape of the jagged edge to the roadside condo pattern and 60 meter below the road level to the lake at the southern end, I came across the major issue on the site, the existing nature valley center position. It acts the connectivity part of the two sites and also take rules based on 200 meter is the average moving distance in the disabled people. Then I consider site to divide three major parts based on site condition and slope analysis basis. Front position welcoming area and center building area and the third last end portion unbuilt and water friendly treatment area. So the center position of the site considering the most built area and it's connecting the two sides also provide privacy from the outside. The build zoning part, the user group functions, and the area that can build based on the area programming are divided into three parts: main block, recreation, healing environment, and residential. Then I have to do first alter the site and see where I can place the building things and what the contours and how the contours can be edited. You can see that the highest level and the roads are on the 2 meter level. So locating that would make the most for privacy so the site and monsoon water flow downwards to the site so overflow the lowest portion. So what I altered that the road level is the main part and then other contours sloping towards the southern direction. So I split the contour in two parts so we can get space like public main block space, recreating and healing space and residential space according to the section we can see that the how to add this after altering the current control. I think about how to connect these two levels vertically because it's for elder persons and make urgent emergencies. That might look influenced from the Marshall Dutchmark nude descending a staircase painting. He began to break away from cubism. The painting concentrate on depicting its subject in motion. So I concentrate how to motion make different vision frames and emotion connection and to bring all level to connect also. These are my make programming sheet spaces of that divisions. Main block resident space which part include and the individual spaces are where it's placed, what the functions are include. These spaces are explained here. Then I want in my zoning based on the concept and series of vision frames connecting the two levels vertical basis to the ramp always connecting to the nature. So the contextual area of the site consists of residential and commercial to the north and east side of the site and west side is located to Iowa Church area and south it's connecting directly to the lake. So my main intention was to create a block vertically connecting to the two levels, how the sun position and the wind can be used and always not break the visual connection to our advantage. So I made the main block at the 4 meter below road level, connecting the main block level to the next level through a ramp. And always these connections make shade on the recreation and healing space. and always the nature, connecting two levels without disturbing the views and the naturally ventilated due to the tunneling effect basis and always the thick vegetation surrounding the site make natural buffer always it's reduce the heat. So the next thing I did was the access to the level from the road. Mainly two entries are provided to the site of the site. One is main entry is onto the main block and service entry access to the next level and always help the service easy and also the bridge connection because of the patient's easy access and the main block recreation and residence space remaining public to the semi-private. This is actually a lot of trees front portion and highest levels of the site, so that act as a natural buffer to the building and provide privacy. And the services are shown to the two sides of the water tower and electricity spaces to the highest level and access to the main entry and the lowest part is PP and waste management to the service entry side. So the levels are playing different volume of frame vision. So they will be seeing a different volume of sign they wake up and always the caring center needs privacy. I have preserved most of the trees in the site and made it buffering space. So the coming to site, views and vistas, my step counters work, all of the spaces will have a positive view to the south side. They also make a visual connectivity to the other spaces. So what I saw on the main block and admin give positive access towards the south and always the water drainage pattern make a nature cascade of the site may contribute continuity to the lake and always provide a bridge to the cross to the cascade. The reflect make different vision experience in different levels. Initial concept was to getting people close to nature and water makes the space as visually pleasing. The terrace seating it also gives a different hierarchy of levels to create interest and volume and the main focal point of the site is the center valley to connect the two sides and always the form development parallel to the condo from the case study spaces. The form development and provide comfort and easy access to wheelchair also. That spring make these connection and also the wind and sun direction playing different levels of experience in individual spaces. Moving to the design, the main road beside a person actually sees a green space cascade in a main block, but the most of the building going to slip down, so they will only see the smallest volume of the building. So from views and vistas, I have made blocks in such a way that when a person enter, they get a framed view of designated views that is from the other space inside the building. They define different visual connectivity. Then these I came into how to use the access and the buffer space making the enter from the main road and always access the same path. So when a person enter, they first move to the main block. They understand the main volume and vision frames from different levels. User group basis doctors and patients directly enter the recreation space so they does not disturb the admin access. It creates easier for the user spaces. Main interaction spaces occurred in the core of the buildable spaces. It's connecting public and inside the patients increasing more helpful. And always the leakage part, it's making soft engineering method to 1 meter protect the soil using rock and is eco-friendly. And always provide the cascade extension to the lake to connect the rainwater to the lake directly and doesn't affect the outside. And services entry part connecting to recreation and residential area is provide more privacy to the public. And also the building places tilt 30-degree because of the provide view to the lake. And always connecting the pathways to the surrounding site. Moving on to the design, I have divided into design into six zones, so only for the purpose of design legibility, and there are no zone division as the actual design as such. So first, I will be talking about zone one. It's the welcoming part and area to the road level, and always the service entry occurred left side of the service road part. The zeroth level to 4 meter down the building places, so the surrounding zone 4 meter under the buildings are placed. Provide ramp down towards and make greenery and water flow. Zone may comfort to the visitors. And zone 2 is the build zone. Main block occurs provide to the building. The main entry provides -6 meter level and the emergency entry occurred -4 meter level. Two levels part the building connecting the pathways. The office spaces and visitors and patients, family members, cafeterias are waiting areas occur in the zone, and always provide doctors consultant room near entry. The treatment area move to the down the office spaces that the zone 3. That include treatment and bedridden patients, bedridden patients wards. Always at a time, 12 bedridden patients accommodations and also provide massage, art therapy, music therapy, conversation rooms. It's also connected to the outside space. The ramp corridor connecting to the -6th level to -10th level building. Zone 4 consider the recreational cafeteria and staff accommodation area. The staff accommodation near Cascade in case studies part. Karunasraya understand the nurses and staff always near patient, so they have no relax or spend time their own space. So they need private spaces. And the cafeteria part connecting to the outside seating and farming the space, engaging patients and always on its own farming activities. Zone 5 considering the residence block for family and also the wards. The building plays two levels, 4-meter high difference, so they does not distract the views. And also connecting open center plaza for connecting people and also the ward bed are placed 30-degree tilt. It's provide present and also morning sunlight, privacy and always morning sunlight for fresh positive days. Then the water treatment sheets, water tank and STP positions, their services and these are provided. Then coming to my special topic, considering the valley treatment and water frontage treatment, it's using soft engineering method for using coir geotextile and rocks provided soil conservation, and also it's eco-friendly, so only monsoon time is act like cascade and also used for farming. They must after making rainy seasons, and also calculate the canal designs the water flow per year in this design from irrigation department, and also preserving the existing trees and add more to provide cool and healing environment for helping the patient. So that's how the design come to be, and thank you.